Casino del Sol Stadium. Time is starting to run short in this season. The goals, the aspirations are still alive, and we're looking forward to this one here in Week 10 of our coverage of EA Sports College Football. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Horned Frogs offense will go on the attack first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he... Oh, he's got some space. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Back to throw, it's Craig. Got his man. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The sweet feet buy a little time. Quarterback gets past the marker. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Payne. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And the Horned Frogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Quickly out to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game.
Snags it down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, TCU! Great job by the back on the option. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
And that's a great job finishing the drive. But, man, I got to go back. I love the 4th down call. Being aggressive. First drive of the football game for this offense. They set a tone. They cap it off. They create momentum to start.
The Wildcats offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. They're led by a sensational signal caller, and Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary, and there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this game this was going to be the matchup.
Turning it on! Got enough for the first. He picks up the 1st down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the 1st quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. it, finds his man on the left. Makes a man miss. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Fafita. On the move, he fires. And the missed connection on 3rd down. Arizona runs out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He's got great speed. Bulldozes his way through. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. It's on target and complete. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, TCU! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
No doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great.
There he goes. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Craig. Could not make his way to the corner.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. That's caught. It's Jordan. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Craig. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. Looking for room, it's Payne. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the left. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. With the draw, it's Payne. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the tight end. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds a man in the middle. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The run inside. It's Payne. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. And the Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's dragged down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And I think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Horned Frogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Back to pass, it's Craig. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Horned Frogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying.
Turning on the Jets. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And man, offense, defense, special teams, they are showing it all early in this football game. We're still in the first half. We got a 5-touchdown lead. Everything going right except for us, guys, because now we're going to have to figure something to talk about because this one isn't over, but it's close to almost at the half.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Arizona in a hurry.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
It's 3rd third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to run for it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers.
Makes the grab in their space. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. He'll throw it. Makes the grab on the left. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Fafita. They go to the wide receiver screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. Inside the touchdown, Horned Frogs. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Snagged out of the air. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He goes right back to the air. Got a man, it's Gallagher. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
The Horned Frogs will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible.
It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, TCU! And they turn it into a defensive score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Looking for a man. It's Rios. Here's the heat. Avoids the pressure and gets away. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running inside. It's Roberts. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Offense set on 1st down. Looking for space. It's Roberts. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll run it. Spins away from the defense. Might have a chance. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself. It's 1st down. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And that is no good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. Still on his feet at the 45. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he'll just take a knee and we'll start. .25. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roberts. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off the RPO, complete. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Arizona runs out the punt team. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Got enough for the first. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll ride the hot hand. Could be an alley. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Finds his big tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Got a lot of room to the right. The 30. The 20. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll try the right side. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Always impressive to grind through in the late season and get a solid victory, and now it just keeps rolling as we turn our attention to what's in store for next week. Running into the open space. He's out past the 35. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The offense changing the play. They'll run it from the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Rolling right and going deep. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. The Horned Frogs look to keep this drive humming. Got a little grass. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now he's going for the goal line. Touchdown, TCU! And they take it in for 6 more points. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. The run inside. It's Roberts. Breaks into the open. Fights off a defender. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Hunter. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The give on the counter. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Rios. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing up and took it all the way to the house.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line.